The Tale of Jaka Tarub and Nawangwulan. Long, long ago, in a serene village nestled among vast, green rice paddies and beside gently flowing rivers, lived a young man named Jaka Tarub. He was known throughout the village for his kind heart, his exceptional skill in hunting, and his gentle, unassuming nature. He was a simple farmer and hunter, respected by his community. One day, as the sun climbed high, Jaka Tarub ventured deep into the dense forest that bordered his village. He was in pursuit of a deer, hoping to bring food back for his family. As he tracked his prey, he stumbled upon a hidden clearing, a secret oasis in the heart of the woods. In the center of this clearing was a crystal-clear spring, its water sparkling invitingly. What Jaka Tarub witnessed next would forever change the course of his life. 7 incomparably beautiful celestial nymphs, known as bidadari, descended gracefully from the heavens. Their forms shimmered with an ethereal light, their long hair flowed like silk, and delicate, iridescent wings subtly unfurled from their backs. They alighted near the spring, their laughter like the chime of bells, and began to prepare for a bath. One by one, they shed their selendang, magical shawls, which were the garments that allowed them to fly back to their heavenly abode. They placed these shimmering cloths carefully on the grassy bank beside the spring, before gracefully entering the cool, clear water. Jaka Tarub, hidden behind the thick foliage of a large ancient tree, watched in utter awe. Their radiant beauty and ethereal grace captivated him entirely. A mischievous thought, born not of malice but of a deep longing to keep one of these enchanting beings in his world, began to form in his mind. Quietly, he crept closer, his heart pounding, and carefully took one of the selendang, a particularly shimmering indigo one that belonged to the youngest and most beautiful of the nymphs, Nawangwulan. He quickly hid it away. As dusk began to paint the sky, the 6 older bidadari finished their bath. One by one, they donned their selendang, and with a collective sigh of contentment, they gracefully soared back into the twilight heavens. Nawangwulan, however, searched frantically for her shawl. Her initial joy turned to rising panic as she realized it was gone. Without her selendang, she was stranded, unable to return to her celestial home. She cried out in despair, her voice echoing through the darkening forest. Hearing her distress, Jaka Tarub emerged from his hiding place, feigning surprise and concern. He approached her, pretending to have just stumbled upon her plight. He offered her comfort, a place to stay in his humble home in the village, and a promise of help. Lost and with nowhere else to go, Nawangwulan reluctantly accepted his offer. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Jaka Tarub, with his gentle care, unwavering kindness, and genuine affection, slowly won Nawangwulan's heart. Despite her longing for her heavenly home, she grew to love him and the simple, peaceful life they shared. Eventually, they married and lived happily together in the village. Nawangwulan, blessed with her innate celestial abilities, possessed a miraculous skill. She could make a single grain of rice cook into a large potful, enough to feed them bountifully. This ensured they always had enough food, even in lean times. She was a loving wife and later, a devoted mother to their beautiful daughter. However, Nawangwulan had one strict condition for Jaka Tarub: he must never, under any circumstances, ask about her cooking process or peek into the pot while she was working. Jaka Tarub, deeply in love and trusting his wife implicitly, readily agreed to this condition. For many years, they lived contentedly, their lives filled with love and the joy of their growing family. But as time passed, a seed of curiosity, fueled by the villagers' whispers about the magical rice, began to gnaw at Jaka Tarub. He couldn't shake the urge to uncover his beloved wife's secret. One fateful day, while Nawangwulan was away, perhaps visiting a neighbor or tending to their daughter, Jaka Tarub succumbed to his curiosity. His heart pounded with anticipation as he cautiously lifted the lid of the cooking pot, peering inside. To his utter astonishment, he saw not a simmering pot of rice, but a single, solitary grain. The magic, he instantly realized, had always relied on unwavering trust and the sanctity of her secret. When Nawangwulan returned, her celestial senses immediately told her that her husband had broken his sacred promise. The magical power, which depended on unbroken trust, was gone. Her heart shattered, not just by the loss of her ability, but by the betrayal of trust. She knew, with a profound sadness, that the bond that tied her to earth had been irrevocably severed. With tears in her eyes, Nawangwulan revealed her true identity to Jaka Tarub. She explained that she was a bidadari from the heavens, and that her selendang was the key to her return. She then showed him where he had hidden it all those years ago. With a heavy heart, Nawangwulan retrieved her shimmering indigo selendang. As she donned it, her celestial radiance returned, and her wings unfurled once more. Before she ascended back to the sky, she left Jaka Tarub with instructions on how to cook rice normally, a practical skill she had learned during her time living among humans. She also promised to occasionally watch over him and their beloved daughter from above, a shimmering presence in the clouds. Jaka Tarub was filled with deep regret and remorse for his actions. He had lost the love of his life, his magical wife, and the unique blessings she brought, all due to his own curiosity and broken trust. He spent the remainder of his days raising their daughter, forever gazing at the sky, remembering the beautiful bidadari who had once graced his life and filled his home with magic and love. The poignant tale of Jaka Tarub and Nawangwulan continues to be a beloved piece of Indonesian folklore, passed down through generations. It serves as a timeless reminder about the profound importance of trust, the far-reaching consequences of broken promises, and the delicate balance between the earthly and the celestial realms.